Hello! I want today to play with some of these super cute papers. I got these on Temu, surprise, and they've been sitting in my stash for, oh gosh, I don't know, a month maybe, and I haven't done anything fun with them, so I wanted to do something today. I was thinking that we could make some journaling cards to put in our various journals. So I will pre-warn you, it's about 7 p.m. Today was an in-office work day. So I got home, I had some dinner, and then I had a giant, like half pot sized iced coffee. So I'm zipping and raring and ready to go. So, what we should start with, I've got some cardstock that I've had for a bit that I want to use as our background. I'm just checking to see. It's not super thick, but it's not real thin either. So let's check this out and see if this will be enough. This will be heavy enough. I think it will be. I think we will be okay to use this as our backdrop, as our base. The other thing that we could use would be, oh, come on, I've got some giant playing cards, but I don't know if we want to go quite that large. No, let's stick with these. Let me get us a few pieces, and we'll cut these down to a reasonable size. I've got nothing planned other than I knew I wanted to use that paper, so we'll see how fumbly this goes and how quick we might be able to knock some of these out. I may jump around. I have no idea really how many different things we'll end up doing. I'm gonna see if let's see if this will fit in here. Will it? Oh, it will. Awesome. Okay, let's check the size here of our paper. Looks like, what do we got? About 4? Yeah, about 4 inches per little seam there. So let's just go ahead and do, let's mark it first. I'm just going to use this. 4 might be a little wide, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway and see what we end up with. So I'm going to get this lined up here at the top. And I did not, let's see, like I said, I might be all over the place today. Let's see if I can find another piece of magazine to put underneath. Oh, you know, I probably should have planned better. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Oh, come on, magazine. There we go. Let's use some smoking advertisements. See, I am just, oof. I probably shouldn't have drank that much coffee. this late in the day, 7 p.m. I'll be sorry tomorrow, but for now, I'm just going to have fun crafting. Let's put that guy under there. Let's reline our stuff. I just want to get to the fun part, but I'll be sad if I don't have this cut reasonably straight, and then we'll have to fix it, so. All right, let's see how many of these we can get through. Did it go all the way? Nope, surely did not. A little bit of extra push. What do we got? We got through most of them. Let's just give it a little wiggle, see if that. All right, we'll fix this guy up with a pair of scissors. All right, not sure how many we'll make, but we'll leave these bigger pieces off to the side, because we will certainly find something to do with them. Now, let's see how wide or how tall. What did we do? What did I do? Oh, Lordy. Well, that's substantially way off. Let's make some slightly smaller ones. We'll take the edges off. So let's go. How about, we're gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna guess that's roughly 3 inches-ish. Set it up on there. Oh, well, that didn't work. Hold on. I need to calm myself. Alright, there's those. And that. I'm gonna need another. Alright, let's go from the other side. I'll use my scissors to get that here in a second. Let's give ourselves, let's just say that looks good. We're just gonna wing it, like all of it. We're winging everything. This whole thing might just be a disaster, but we don't care because we're gonna have fun. These, we'll make something out of there. Get those out of the way. Okay. So, let's hit our scissors here. Do I still got you covered? Yeah. All right. And it's okay if it's a little bit wonky because we're not going for perfect. Can even, let's skip the scissors altogether and we'll just pull it off. Works for me. All right, what do we got here? What we might want to do, let's have the ones that are the same width together. 2 of those? I thought we had 3. There it is, hiding. I saw a really cute, like a flip, little like journaling flip book, and it was Irina at Fun on a Budget. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'll double check. So maybe we'll do one of those. Let's pick some cute things. We'll decorate the front and, put journal spots on the back. That's very pretty. It's going to be hard to, they're so nice. The owl. mushrooms, bunnies, little squirrel, knocking stuff on my floor. All right, so, oh, look at the little field mouse. Okay, let's do, how about these three? Let's do 3 animals, why not? Okay, so let's see how much we can get. Quite a bit. Let's go ahead and cut this guy down. And I think, let's see, are they about lined up? Yes, they're all pretty much right in the middle. I want to, instead of using the sliding cutter, let's go ahead and use this because it does work a little bit better. I want to be able to see what I'm doing here. I've got you in a little too close, I think. Let's see, can we pull you out? Well, that's the wrong direction. There we go. That's a little better. So we know we need to take about a 1/2 inch off each side here. Is that a 1/2 or a 1/4? Halfway. Right. Let's trim these guys down. I'm going to wait to trim the tops and the bottoms because I want to make sure that we don't take too much off the animals, so we'll make those decisions one at a time. All right, so there's that. Even the scraps are cute. Look how pretty that paper is. All right, so there's that. Now let's do another quick double check. I'm fine if we're a little narrow. All right, we're going to go right at that spot. Just going to use this little mark on the paper as my guide. And I'm thinking that looks pretty good and centered. Pretty straight. All right. Okay, let's get these out. And they're so, look at how pretty that is. We'll find a million different things to use for that. Okay, now, where do we want this fella? I think he can have a little off the top and a little off the bottom. This guy, I really don't want to lose his antlers, so I think we'll go off the bottom. And same with this guy, off of the bottom. I'm just going to mark it about where it goes. Well, that wasn't helpful. And we said this one's getting a little off each. So let me go about there. Those ones are the same. And then I'm going to line, okay, no. Don't get in a hurry because then I will be upset. All right. those. I was so excited to get started crafting, I didn't even clean my desk. I just shoved everything to the side. Well, that doesn't look like I cut it very straight, does it? We'll be able to adjust as we go, I think. All right, so we've got our correct sizes, or close to at least. All right, let's see what we want to do here. So here's what this guy's gonna look like. How cute is that? Okay. This guy here. So we are gonna need a little more taken off. Oh, and there are the dogs. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, we did not get short enough on those. Okay, so here's what I think we're gonna do. Let's get ourselves a bit of a, we want a little bit of a rough edge. I'm thinking the dogs will go hang out and find somebody else to chit chat with, or not. I better let her in or she's never gonna leave us alone. All right, we'll see how long they stay put. I've got one under the desk. We'll see if he's gonna lay down or gonna bother to come out. Nope, I see a nose. Let's see, I am looking for, you know, I probably really should have cleaned my desk before this started. This is what I want. I want a ruler. We're gonna give ourselves a little bit of a rough edge, not too much. All right, doggies, do you want to go out? Go on. Go on. Go on, go on. These guys, they're worse than little children's. Okay, let's give ourselves a slightly rough edge, at least on the top and bottom, because we've got to take a little bit off anyway. Maybe even just on the top. Or maybe this is going to be a bad idea altogether because it's such a small amount that we need to take off. Oh, come on. I hope this doesn't turn out to be one of those days where nothing works the way I planned. It very well might. All right, so there's a little bit. Let's see if that will fit now. It will. Right now, do we want some off the top or the bottom? Let's take a little off the bottom. Not much, just a little. I gotta get it started before I even put the thing down because I can't get a hold of it. Trying to rip these with this really thin little bit, it can be difficult. Some people use tweezers. That's a good way to grab it when you just have a little bit. Right, so there's a rough bottom. And how is this guy? We need just a little. Well, let's see. If we put, who do we want at the top? How about like that? They all have a little bit of writing. These two have a little bit more of a blue background, where this guy is a little warmer. So we'll put him in the middle. He doesn't really need to be shortened at all, does he? Okay. We're just going to plan it this way. Now, we want to go ahead and ink it. They do have such a pretty deep black in there that I think we want to ink black today. We haven't done that for a little while. So let's ink these up. That'll look pretty on that ripped edge. Just a little extra to get it to stand out. I think that looks nice. A little heavy-handed on this one, but that's all right. We can be okay with it being not exactly the same. We can go back and do more on the other if we want to. We'll just make it all work. I think we might want to do a little bit of stitching on this too. I think that might look kind of cool. So, I've already done the first thing and second thing and kind of third thing. Next thing. Good Lord, I got a lot of junk on my desk. What a mess. Okay, glue book. Don't even need that. All right, glue stick. We're going to use our glue stick. And I'm just going to pull in the glue book here. Oh, we're going to get this nice and glued down. It's a nice thin piece of paper. All the way to the edge. All right, let's see if I can get stuff out of the way enough that I can start to line this up at least reasonably close. Will that be all right? And if it's not exactly perfect, we all know we are okay with that. All right. Yeah, see, it's already feeling thicker. Flatten that one out, and we'll do the others. And then we can put, it's got obviously a writing space on the back already, but I'm thinking we could put some little lined paper back there. Something to make it a little more interesting. Oh, poor fox. I'm making a giant mess. All right. Fox. How are we? Oh, I need to come down just a little. How's that gonna look? Oh, we might have come down a little too much, but he's on there now. We're not going to keep pulling him back and forth. Oh, Fox, I just got a bunch of glue on your face. Let's at least get him flat. He might not be lined up perfect, but let's at least get him flat. All right, now our little squirrel friend is next. I have no idea where where we're gonna go tonight with our crafting. Like I said, probably all over the place. Maybe if I do it this way, it'll be a little easier because then I can see a little better. Or not. Oh, come on, for the love of God. Now, I tell you, if I was smart, what I would have done is glue these on and then cut it out together. That would have been the smart way to do it. And you know, we might end up still doing it that way a little bit. Oh, can I get this off yet? Oh, please. Oh, don't rip too much. It's really uneven. Not too rippy. Squirrel, please. Oh, okay. We can fix it. We can fix it. It won't even be noticeable by the time we're done. But he was just a little too crooked. Now, let's just see if I do it worse this time. I hope not. My poor little squirrel buddy. Right, could I struggle any more? I don't see how. Better. Okay, that is better. And our little squirrel, we had no squirrel fatalities. Okay. All right. Let's get that out of the way. So now, so much junk. Now, what did we say? We said fox up top, down here. Now we might cover some of the edges. We could straighten them up a little bit. We could leave them because we're all right with that. Need a little bit more glue there. I am going to quick run them through the sewing machine though, and I think a little stitch would look nice, so I will be right back. Okay, there we go. We've got some stitching. And we'll definitely do some more decorating. Now, on the back side, I do have these papers that I tore out. Those will fit perfect. That I tore out of some little booklet that I had. Maybe they'll work. I kind of like the holes in them. That kind of looks cool. Do I have another one that will then keep the holes but not have to pull all the string out so it doesn't take so long? Maybe. That's good. That works. Right. In the spirit of being grungy-ish, we could call it nicely flawed. That works. So yeah, that'll even cover up the stitching on the back. And what we want to do is cut it just a bit above this last line. Let's get that. Straightish. Are we? A little bit off the top. We'll go a little bit off the bottom and a little off the top. That also gets both of our rounded corners off, so it will be a little bit more balanced. we said a little above this bottom line, didn't we? A little above the bottom line. And a little off the top. Definitely we're going to need some stickers for sure, because we can't have, we've got too many nice little animal stickers to not utilize some of those. All right, so let's go ahead and get this on here. And I'm okay if some of that stitching shows through. I think it'll be cute. Definitely let's ink. We're going to ink the edge of this, ink these. We left the glue open. All right, let's get our black back out. Doesn't have to be a lot, just enough. You know, always just enough. I'm going to go along the outside of this too, just for a little extra. Make sure we don't have any white edges. Going quick because we don't need to be perfect. I had never seen, you know, I've seen some different, you know, like stacked tags, although I've never done any. But I hadn't ever seen flip down journal type journal card grouping. So it lines up pretty good, so I don't need a lot on that side. Alright, so here's these. Now what I'm debating, do I want to use glue stick and struggle like I did last time? Although now I do have the lines that give a little bit more, we've got a little more wiggle room. Let's just do it. Alright. Okay, get us the blue page. Perhaps somewhere that'll work. Let's not glue the page that we've inked, or the side we've inked. Let's glue the side that's not. Not sure what all we'll do to fancy this up, but I think we'll be able to find something fun to fancy it up. Let's get the edge real good and the middle. Oh, it's kind of cute with those little things. Yeah, and we've got a nice thickness here. It's good and sturdy. Next, we'll pick what kind of washi we want to use to attach them together. That was definitely easier when you're not trying to put something the exact same size. Now even the stitching showing through is kind of cool with a little bit of that texture. All right, and our dear friend. Next for our dear friend. I probably should have cut these out and everything beforehand, so you wouldn't have to just sit and wait for me to do that, but you know. Sometimes when the caffeine says you go, you just go, and you go right now. So that's okay. Okay. Glue book out the way for the moment. And so what we will do, these guys will be attached like this, so then you can fold them up like this and it fits nicely inside your journal, but then you get this nice little surprise of opening it up, or you can put it this way too if you want. So let's pick a washi tape. Now I've got this pretty flower. I'm already kind of leaning towards this. I've got this flower that's thick. I've got a green with some rose gold on it that's relatively thick. I'm thinking that it's going to have to be this. But let's just look. Well, where'd that fall to? Oh, no, there it is. I was going to say our decision might have been made for us. I don't know, that green's kind of cool. How about if I get you where you can see what we're doing? All right, let's just go with the green. Why not? Let's go with the green. It's a little different. So we're going to do it on both sides so that it is well reinforced. I am going to, especially when you're putting something together with washi and not just adding it like as a little embellishment, we need to get we want some glue on there to add to the sticky. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go right above the stitching. Oh, maybe. Come on, what's the matter here? Oh, wow, that doesn't want to stick at all. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Change in plans. I'm going to pull out the big guns. And we are going to glue it this way. That is really strange that it didn't want to stick at all. All right, let's put that down. That might even be too wide, but let me give it a second to grab. And then we are going to glue our fox. And to make sure that these are lined up correctly. We don't, oh, come on. We don't want to be all over the place, crooked. Let's hope this works. This is looking a little questionable. Let's see. How are we lined up? Not bad. Not bad for the lined up. gonna give that a second. I might have just moved it. Well, it's stuck now. Oh yeah, I definitely moved it a little. That's just gonna have to be okay. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go here. And go here, and we're gonna put it in here too. I'm lining up my edges on the other piece. I'll trim that off the sides when we're done. I definitely want to give it a second to dry. Oh, and don't put the front of it in there. Well, all right, time to get a wipe. We made it pretty far without a wipe today. Before we end up gluing the front of our, we don't want to make a big mess. All right, I need enough of a clean space to push that down, make sure our glue is nice and spread around. It's still coming out the front. Yeah, see, we're okay. We're not perfection, but good thing we don't care. All right, it's looking okay to me. Let's go ahead and grab our scissors and trim that edge. Gonna do as straight as we do. I'm gonna do our best with what we've got. Okay, I think that's well stuck. Yeah, I do think that was a decent choice, that green. It was not the plan, but I like it. All right, let's scoot him up. Let's get some on top of our deer here. Going just above the stitching if we can. See, that one's stickier. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. You know what would be smarter? What if I set something on here and, you know, I got this grid right in front of my face. We could use the grid to line stuff up, you know. Should a person choose to use the tools that they have in front of them. Okay. How is it that this is so hard? Probably because they weren't exactly perfectly straight to begin with. But they're still going to be cute. All right, let's give that a second to dry. Then we'll flip it over and do the back side. This might even look cute in our little travel journal. Or obviously in any nature journal. This would look lovely. All right. Now, see, that's coming a little loose. We can always reinforce any of these corners if they're looking questionable. The glue stick should hold, but sometimes things don't work the way we think they should. Right. And lining up my edges. It's a good thing these aren't any wider, or that'd be really difficult. Let's get it all squashed around. Make more of a mess. This guy out of our way. I'm gonna wipe this again while we're waiting. This glass mat was the smartest craft tool I think that I've purchased. I've used inexpensive it was like a cutting mat. It wasn't self-healing, but I got it at a thrift store, and that worked well for a while. Then I had gotten a clear piece of plastic in the quilting section at Walmart, and that was only a couple bucks, and that lasted quite a long time. I have used poster board. That worked well, but it does get dirty. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to just snip that ever so slightly to make it more straight. Well, we're going to have to take care of our dog situation. Okay, let me see if I can pull you out just a little. I always go the wrong way. There, now you can see the whole thing. Better. Okay. So now what else do we want to add on this? So here's our front. We can close her up like that. We definitely need to put a little something up top to close it. What do we want to use? How about some ribbon? Make sure it's not going to glue itself together. Let's see. Let's grab some ribbon. We could do flowers. We could do polka dots. That's too much yellow. Do we want to go black and white check? Possibly. Or we've got this little bunch of browns. I'm kind of liking this. It plays a little bit off the rose gold, or we could go with this one. That might be a little too light. Let's go with this guy. And again, with the dogs. All right, let's go with this. Now, how much are we going to want? And how do we want to attach it? We could do super simple there. We could do, let's think. Or we could do that. No, I think I do want to attach it right on. How much do we need to make a bow? Pretty much all of it. Okay, let's just cut it in half. It's not like we aren't going to have the ability to find something to do if we have a little scrap. All right. So now we want to, how about we do a little Brad right there? That might be cute. Let's grab, do you want a big one or do we want a little one? Let's do a big one. And let's do, where's center? Right about there. Let's give ourselves just a, there we go. That I think will look pretty cool. And it'll show through, but I think that's okay. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a hem, I guess, right there, so it's doubled up. Is that gonna go through? Hold it a little. All right. Hey, fumble. All right. What am I doing here? Let's put it through the right way to begin with. And then we will open him up. Don't think that's gonna catch on anything. We've got it pushed nice and low. And then we're gonna want it through there. Okay, let's go middle of this. I don't want to only put it through the tape. We want it to go through the paper as well, so we have a little bit of extra support there. We're going to give us our little hem, and it needs to stick up that way. Oh, I should probably get another Brad the same color, huh? Is this the right? That's not right. There we go. I'm going to push it through this first. Then we're going to go through here. Hope that we left enough space. Let's really snug that down so it doesn't get caught on anything. There. And then we can tie him closed. So from the front, it looks like this. From the back, it looks like that. I don't mind the Brad showing. I think it looks okay. All right. Let's give us a little bow. I think that is quite the cute little addition. We could stick in a journal pocket. I think I'm going to call that a success. Not too bad for massive caffeine overload. You could put it upside down too. Looks just as cute with our little squirrel friend as it does with our fox. I hope that you crafted along. I hope that definitely anybody's going to have some stuff like this in their stash. couple different kinds of paper, little bit of washi tape. You could glue paper between here. You could glue fabric. You could use a piece of twine and just punch a hole and pull it through on the two different sides, and then tie it together. And I think that we are good to go for this. So thanks so much for joining. Hope you crafted along, and we will see you next time. Bye.